Performax, we made it a little cooler to be part of a team. We made it cool to be an athlete in a chair.
The very first basketball chair was a performax. Having the right chair setup could be the difference between being a really good player and being a great player.
All right, we're going into the very last game.
I'm a man that wants to give back to the sport that's given him so much. That's my responsibility, I feel. But it's not me, never will be just me. It's about everybody else and the power that they bring to the table with their gifts.
Oh, they're out here supporting DK's event, but they're also making sure that we have a platform to show our abilities and what we can do.
When I first started the company, we wanted to create the ultimate chair. Here we are 20 years later, and to many hearts out there, and I'm glad that we've been capable of and being part of their life.
The University of Illinois is the absolute perfect training environment for a wheelchair racer. I mean, world record holders are my teammates.
Athletes, not only around the country, but around the world, come here to train. And so when you're in an environment where there are so many good athletes training together, that it really brings out your ability as an athlete and really challenges you and pushes you to try and just get to that next level.
Once I discovered the University of Illinois, there's no question if I was accepted, I would be here.
I started to look up information when I started applying to colleges, and I was just amazed at the legacy of so many athletes that have gone here and the accessibility of the campus, and I fell in love with the university before I even got here.
One of few universities that I am aware of where there's literally 2 dedicated buildings for disabilities.
We have a wonderful here where we have rollers, and we have our own gym in here. And then through the summer, the Athletic Resource Center has allowed us to use their facilities, which are incredible. They're just really, really nice facilities.
Being a part of the University of Illinois, we are a family. We are spending so many hours of the day with each other, and it's not uncommon that we go out for dinner together, go catch a movie. I mean, because we really are an Illinois family.
I've had a couple injuries this year, and everybody has just jumped into the plate like the second that I need help and been there just like a family.
I'm walking away here with 2 Paralympic medals, 3 degrees, one of which is a PhD, lifelong friends. I'm just so grateful to have a program like this that has been so supportive. It all comes together and with the same end goal of excellence, both academically and athletically.
Tiana McFadden is absolutely flying down here. Now, can she beat the world record? She's 23 years of age, was from the United States.
University of Illinois.
Really?
Like quite a lot of athletes here.
I wanted to go to the University of Illinois because I just absolutely fell in love with the sports program. Tim Nugent is definitely a legend. He paved the way for the rights for people with disabilities. Took that one person, that was Mr. Nugent.
If one of the goals is to be a great student athlete, there really is no better place in the country than the University of Illinois.
This program is a product of Dr. Nugent to ensure that there are opportunities for individuals that have physical disabilities.
At the time the University of Illinois program got off the ground, it was the only university in the United States which offered a program for handicapped individuals. Without it, I could not have received a college education.
Professor Tim Nugent.
Our philosophy, of course, is that you do not protect people with disabilities, but rather equip them to meet all of the hazards and challenges of life.
I think the things that frustrated him the most were ignorance and prejudice.
Tim was
When I'm out there, it's like I'm free. When I'm out there, I'm an athlete.
The University of Illinois wheelchair basketball program is an extension as the Disability Research and Educational Services, and they help students that have challenges through their disease navigate their academic experience.
My grandfather
Performax, we made it a little cooler to be part of a team. We made it cool to be an athlete in a chair.
My very first basketball chair was a performax. Having the right chair setup could be the difference between being a really good player and being a great player.
All right, we're going into the very last game.
I'm a man that wants to give back to the sport that's given him so much. That's my responsibility, I feel. But it's not me, never will be just me. It's about everybody else and the power that they bring to the table with their gifts.
Oh, they're out here supporting DK's event, but they're also making sure that we have a platform.
The heart of Illinois innovation is having the courage to try to help not only those around us, but those we'll never even meet. It's why we developed a saliva-based COVID-19 test that produces rapid results and an app that helps protect our community. To us, moving forward has always meant moving forward together. So we'll keep innovating new ways to make the world a better place. After all, that's what the University of Illinois does best.
Hello, I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. We are currently working on some technical stuff, but we will be with you shortly to introduce starting lineups and rosters for today's game, so bear with us. Hello everybody, I'm with my first interview of the day. It is senior Erica Wilson, team captain for Team Orange for today. Erica, without going into details, what is your plan for today and what do you look to see in these games?
Our plan for today is to have as much fun as possible, control things that we can control, and come out here and play hard, play aggressive Illinois basketball.
You know, you are one of the seniors that we get to celebrate here this weekend. What is the fondest memory you're going to take away from your 5 years here?
I think my fondest memory was actually one of our first games during nationals my freshman year.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, who is your key player that we should watch today?
I believe that Willie's really essential in the fact that he pulls out defenders, but I think that you also have to keep an eye on people that like Marley and Riley that set seals, and also Gabe. I think Gabe's a sleeper because he's not technically your number one threat, but he's also essential in being a good shooter.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck out there. Have fun. Awesome. That was Erica Wilson, team captain of the Orange team. Hello and welcome to the ARC, home of Illinois wheelchair basketball, and tonight's Intrasquad scrimmage. No matter where you're tuning in from, we are so glad to have you. It's been 347 days since the Illini last took the floor for competition in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, before the pandemic cut last season short. Tonight, we have an opportunity to celebrate two teams who sacrificed so much and did everything asked of them before the pandemic ended the second straight season. We also have an incredible opportunity to celebrate the three seniors who gave their all to the program over the past 4 to 5 years. And with that, we are going to meet the teams for today's matchup. First, we're going to have Team Orange, whose coach is going to be senior Erica Wilson. First, we have number 1, a junior from right here in Champaign, Illinois, number 1, John McNamara. Then next, we've got a senior from Wantagh, New York, number 5, Kyle Jankowski. Next, we've got a junior from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's number 11, Marley Wagstaff. Then we've got a junior from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 11, Gabe Dembraber. Next up for Team Orange, we've got a senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 20, Abby Farrell. A sophomore from Longmont, Colorado, number 22, Riley Lungdahl. We've got another senior, this one from Childersburg, Alabama, number 23, Erica Wilson. And last but certainly not least, we have a junior from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, number 35, Willie Moranchuk. Team Blue is going to be coached by Miles Hill. First, we've got a senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 00, Doggo Signs. Next, we've got a senior from Alto, Michigan, number 3, Matthew Talbot. Then we've got a true freshman from Chicago, Illinois, number 4, Sean Sloan. Next up, we've got a junior from Salt Lake City, number 10, Mary Wagstaff. 12, Ali Ibanez, a junior from Murray, Utah. Then we've got a senior from Utica, Illinois, last year's men's MVP, Thomas Duffy. Then we've got a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, number 21, Ruby Elbert. Then there's a senior from Durango, Colorado, number 23, Noah Hotchkiss. finally, we've got a junior from Durham, North Carolina, acting as coach for this game for Blue. That's going to be number 24, Miles Hill. The starters for Orange are going to be Kyle Jankowski, Gabe Dembraber, Riley Lungdahl, and Willie Moranchuk. For Blue, we've got Matthew Talbot, Mary Wagstaff, Ali Ibanez, Ruby Elbert, and Miles Hill. We're really excited for today's matchup as these two squads don't get to play against each other very often. It's an opportunity to play in our home court, even if there's no fans here because of the pandemic. In terms of the starting lineup, I'm looking for Orange team to play a lot with Kyle Jankowski and Ben Moranchuk on the same side. The X factor for that team is going to be Gabe Dembraber playing the middle and practices throughout the week. He has been very, very quick and has been on the ball as he takes a half-court shot there as he looked at me. For Blue, the offense seems to run through two people, Mary Wagstaff and Matthew Talbot, with Ali Ibanez also playing a major role for that team. Also look out for Ruby Elbert to set some picks and kind of be an X factor that doesn't show up in the stat sheets. This is the first of two games that we're going to have to play. We're about 14 and a half minutes away from first tip. Today we play at 5:30 Central Time, and then we'll play again tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Time on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Throughout this weekend, we're going to be celebrating all of the athletes on the team, but tomorrow is the big day where we will be celebrating three seniors who will be leaving the program at the end of this season. Those three players are Erica Wilson, Kyle Jankowski, and number 00, Doggo Science. All huge contributors. Doggo was MVP of the men's team 2 seasons ago as a Class 1, an invaluable player. Erica Wilson has been a leader on the women's team and a starter for the past 4 years. And Kyle Jankowski has been the big man, the anchor for the post on the men's squad. So an opportunity to celebrate all of the great things that they've done for our program. So we're excited for that. So don't leave during breaks as we will be celebrating all of our athletes, and you won't want to miss it. As we watch tonight throughout the game, we will be using our Performax free throw cam whenever there's a foul. We thank Performax for sponsoring our free throw camera. We got a really cool setup. We have 3 cameras being run by Matt Bushy, is the tech guy behind all of this. So we really appreciate what he's doing. We'll be having interviews with players throughout the weekend, and it's a really cool opportunity to get to play, even though
Performax, they were the first ones who believed in my capabilities.
The trust that a lot of people can have to be fit and measured by people that know what the heck they're doing. These guys are so supportive.
Having that relationship with the people that built your equipment, it's a plus. And when you understand the ins and outs of a chair, dude, you're unstoppable.
We have to have different equipment for different sports, just like you have to have different shoes.
They're always coming out with new products. They just constantly reinvent themselves.
Playing in the Performax really allows me to perform at the best of my ability.
Performax is my vehicle to compete.
It's a culture that attracts both young and old. Anybody that sees it and feels it wants to be part of it.
Happy 20th anniversary, Performax.
American made, veteran approved.
I push Performax.
When we come together at Illinois, the only thing that's impossible is stopping us.
Okay. Hey, so I'm here with Miles Hill, team coach and captain for the blue team. Miles, what is the basic outline of your game plan for today?
Our game plan is to stay balanced after offensive shots, play good defense, and shoot if they shade. We got shooters on the team, so we're going to make buckets.
Yeah, you're a junior, and I asked Erica Wilson the same question. What is a memory that you've had so far on your time here at Illinois that you're not going to forget?
Oh, there's so many memories that I'm not going to forget here at Illinois. I guess we'll stay basketball rated. Probably the first tournament I ever went to is a classifying tournament, and I just remember Bushy telling me not to do some extremely athletic stuff. In the first play of the game, I posted up a 4.0, and I was like a senior, and Bushy just turned around like he knew I was going to be a 3.0 after that. So that was probably the best one.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, who is your X Factor player on your team?
Our X Factor player, we got multiple. I think Talbot's going to be really important for us today. He puts the ball on the rim, he opens up the offense, but Allie, as our offside shooter, she's going to be a really important finisher, because when we run the offense and it gets down into the late seconds of the shot clock, she's going to be the one to finish for us. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miles. Good luck out there.
Of course. Thank you.
I would not be shocked if Miles Hill is the X Factor for his team, but he won't talk about himself like that. Miles, a really aggressive player, somebody who has tenacity and for his size gets more rebounds than he should. So I would put Miles Hill as the X Factor. We'll be back in about 2 minutes to get you ready for first tip here at the Arc.
Tatiana McFadden is absolutely flying down here. Now, can she beat the world record? She's 23 years of age, was from the United States.
University of Illinois. Like quite a lot of athletes here.
I wanted to go to the University of Illinois because I just absolutely fell in love with the sports program. Tim Nugent is definitely a legend. He paved the way for the rights for people with disabilities. Took that one person, that was Mr. Nugent.
If one of the goals is to be a great student athlete, there really is no better place in the country than the University of Illinois.
This program is a product of Dr. Nugent, and to ensure that there are opportunities for individuals that have physical disabilities.
At the time the University of Illinois program got off the ground, it was the only university in the United States which offered a program for handicapped individuals. Without it, I could not have received a college education.
Professor Tim Nugent.
Our philosophy, of course, is that you do not protect people with abilities, but rather equip them to meet all of the hazards and challenges of life.
I think the things that frustrate him the most were...
So I'm here with women's head coach Steph Wheeler. Tonight we'll be using the women's rules for the game. So we'll be also using a women's ball, which is a little bit smaller than the men's ball. So, Coach, can you tell us a little bit about what the differences might be between the women's game and the men's game?
Sure. If you're looking purely at rule differences, the women play 4 10-minute quarters, whereas the men play 2 20-minute halves. Within those 4 10-minute quarters, you get to the bonus on the 5th foul. On the 5th foul, you shoot 2 shots. So we don't have the 1-and-1 in the women's game. Other rules that might come into play tonight, backcourt violation is still 10 seconds, but if the ball gets knocked out of bounds, that doesn't reset. So the players are going to have to be pretty smart about figuring that out and figuring out how they're going to manage that time. And then I think the one rule change that's the biggest difference maker outside of the 4 quarters is that in the 4th quarter, with under a minute to go, you can take a timeout and advance the ball. And I think that adds some really neat strategy to the game and some opportunity for the offense to get themselves back in the game if they need to.
Yeah. So we're cheering for a really close game here at the end so we can see that rule use. Yeah. Absolutely. The other thing that I really want to talk to you about is something that people watching wheelchair basketball for the first time need to know, and it's classifications. Sure. So can you just do a basic outline of the classifications and what makes them different?
Sure. So classification runs from 1.0 all the way up to 4.5. 1.0 having your least muscle function, 4.5 having your most muscle function. With those point values at any point in time, you can't have any more than 14 points on the court. So there's a little bit of math that goes behind that as well. Disabilities that fit into those categories can range from amputees in the 4 and 4.5 range down to spinal cord injuries, really in any of those classifications too. So it's basically a system to make sure we're leveling the playing field as much as possible and can create that equality.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. You can see her refereeing this game with men's assistant coach Matt Poland. Yeah, so that should be exciting. So stick around, and the game is starting in about 3 minutes. Hello and welcome back to the Arc. We've got 13 seconds left until we begin this first game. I just want to remind you who our starting lineup is. For Team Orange, whose head coach is Erica Wilson, the starters are Kyle Jankowski, Gabe Denbraber, Riley Lungdahl, and Willie Morenchuk. For Team Blue, it's going to be Miles Hill, Ruby Elbert, Ali Ibanez, Mary Wagstaff, and Matthew Talbot, with Miles Hill serving as the coach for the team. The referees for today's game are Steph Wheeler and Matt Poland. The teams have been sent to their huddles, There's time on the clock. It's almost time for first tip here at the Arc. If you did not see on Instagram, you can go to Instagram and there's a bingo card for things that I will say and or do on this broadcast. You can play along, and I think it's a sticker prize pack if you tag us with the bingo on Instagram. So play along. That's another fun game we can play while we're here. The teams are coming out. Kyle is taking his warm-up off, and we are set and ready to play basketball for the first time in 347 days. For the only 2 games of the season, it looks like Matthew Talbot and Willie Morinchuk are going to tip. We are playing with no fans due to COVID restrictions. Illinois, a top school for COVID policy. As we're going to tip, and the tip is won by Orange. Braber has the ball. He's going to bring it down the middle. He's going to put up an early 3. It's going to hit front iron and go out of bounds. Blue possession. Good look from Gabe, trying to catch him off guard early. Inbound pressure by Morinchuk. They're going to play 4-on-4 as Willie tries to keep Talbot in the backcourt. It's 3-on-3. Ali has the ball in the court. Passes it to Talbot. Talbot's got 2 defenders on him. He's looking for an outlet. Finds Hill. Out to Mary Wagstaff. Crosses it to Ibanez with 12 on the shot clock. Hits the front of her chair. Rebounded by Mary before it goes out of bounds. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ibanez has the ball, takes it baseline, puts it up. And in. Good composure there by Ibanez to make the shot as the shot clock hits 0. Longdahl has the ball in the middle. Morinchuk and Jankowski are setting up a power side. Jankowski come up to set the pick. Sets the pick again. Longdahl is open in the middle. Passes it across to Braber. 8 on the shot clock. Gabe puts it up. Oh, and it's off. Going to go out of bounds again. Good triple switch there by Blue, stymieing the Orange offense. 2-0 with 8:28 to go. Remember, we're playing 4 quarters in this game. You're also playing with a women's basketball, which is an inch smaller than a men's ball. Mary puts the shot up, and it's good from 3. And Blue takes an early 5-0 lead on Orange. Wilson brings the ball up the middle. Passes it out to Morinchuk. Gabe looking for a mismatch on the baseline, finds it, puts it up and in as Orange gets their first points. All 3 shots have come from Braber, and he makes the first one. 7-5. Mary gets a pick from Matthew Talbot. Looking for a pass. It's stolen by Willie Ben Morinchuk. In Canada in the 2016 Paralympics for Team Canada. The only international player on Illinois at the moment. Jankowski has the ball at the low post. He's double teams, passes it into Longdahl, puts it up and in. Good play there by Longdahl, who, if you missed it earlier, is one of the 1 classification players that Steph talked about. Matthew Talbot brings the ball up the right side, working with Ibanez. Good pass by Talbot to Hill. It's going to be the first foul on Kyle Jankowski and the team's first. The foul is called on the floor, so there will be no free throws. Shots up by Talbot. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Braber. Braber recently got a new chair, which made him a little bit shorter, but man, is he fast. Oh, the ball stolen away by Matthew Talbot. Gabe fouls him to prevent the fast break. Those are 2 teammates who played together in juniors at a program in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They know each other very well and are really good friends. Talbot has the ball in the middle. gets a pick from Ali Ibanez. Brings it to the low block. Looking for a pass. Puts it up and puts it in. As it is now 7-4 with 6:15 left in the first period. Willie Morinchuk brings the ball up the middle, beats Mary Wagstaff, passes it to Erica Wilson. Wilson puts it up and in. That play was all set up by Morinchuk's aggressiveness, and it pays off for Orange as they get 2 points. Matthew Talbot has the ball in the middle. Gets it. Oh, Miles Hill gets the ball on the low block, puts it in. The unsung hero of that play is Ruby Albert, who sealed Miles in. A deadly play in wheelchair basketball that gets a player open. Look for Miles to play aggressive and try to get those low block shots pretty often. As Riley is going to turn around and seal in for Gabe, and Gabe can't finish the layup. It's going to be rebounded by Talbot. Miles has the ball, passes over to Ibanez. Ibanez spins out as Blue is going to set up their offense. Talbot has the ball middle. Ooh, and there's going to be a foul. That one's going to be shot. That gives us the first opportunity to go to our performax free throw camera. That's also going to be Kyle Jankowski's second foul of the first quarter. Something to watch as the game goes on. He hits the first one. We're also going to have substitutes come in at the end of this with 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Second shot is up and in. And that's going to bring in the substitutes. Off for Orange is Wilson, Morinchuk, and Lungdahl. Oh, we're going to go to a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this break. It's going to be Orange possession after those free throws. And out for Blue is going to be Miles Hill and Ruby Albert, putting in Thomas Sloan. And for Orange, it's going to be Wagstaff and John McNamara. John McNamara passes it across the court to Kyle. It's a little high for Kyle, going to be stolen by Ibanez. Blue has number. Thomas is open. Puts it up, in, tipped out by Ali, and I think, and that is correct, it's going to be Orange ball. Good effort there by Ali to try to save that. Thomas had a good opportunity, but was just out of control. McNamara has the ball in the middle. Oh, and they're going to call a charge on John McNamara for a very similar play that happened the other one. That's going to be on number 1, his first. Thomas Duffy takes the ball on the right side. Brings up the middle, is looking for someone to pass it to. As Orange is very excited about their defense. Looking for some sort of pick. Kyle pressuring pass, daring Thomas to throw it to the right side. Thomas breaks loose. He's going to put it up and in off the backboard. Making something out of nothing there, as it is 6-12. Blue with an early lead. Marley puts the shot up, leaves it a little bit short, as it's going to be Blue ball again. right side. Finds Ibanez, puts it up. His teammates reminding him that he does have 2 fouls. Jankowski does. Gabe has the ball on the left block. Finds J-Mac in the middle. J-Mac puts it up. A reverse. A circus shot goes in. It's now 8-12 with Orange kind of going on a run. Mary puts up a 3 and it's in. That's her second 3 of the game. It's 15-8 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. They're going to have to start jumping Mary Wagstaff. Gabe's going to put up a 3 of his own, and that one hits front iron, back rim, and out to Thomas Duffy. Trying to go 3 for 3 there was Gabe. Mary has the ball again. They're pushing out. It's Mary Wagstaff on Marley Wagstaff. They are actually triplets. Ibanez has the ball in the paint, and there's going to be 3 seconds. Ali brought the ball down after being in the paint. That's an automatic 3 seconds call from Matt Poland. Orange brings the ball up gingerly. J-Mac is looking for someone to pass it to. Finally finds Marley. Ali's out there. They're looking for a pick and roll. Marley's going to put the shot up, and it's arcs over the rim and rebounded by Blue. Orange is up pressuring. Oh, as Thomas makes a circus catch. It's tipped out of bounds. I can touch the ball, and it is Orange ball, says Steph Wheeler. Good defensive play there by Kyle Jankowski. Gabe inbounds the ball to McNamara. McNamara is one of the quickest players in the college division. Passes it all the way around to Kyle. Kyle puts it up, and Kyle puts it in. A great back-to-back sequence of plays for Kyle. Good ball movement there for Orange, and it's 10-15 with 1:23 remaining in the first period. Ibanez has the ball, passes it over to Talbot on the left side, working with Sean. Sean's going to be left open. Ibanez is open in the middle. She sees that, passes over to Thomas. They share the ball. Somehow that works out, and Thomas Duffy gets credit for the points. It is 10-17 with under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Gabe puts up a shot. Looks for a foul, doesn't get it. Blue rebound. There's one out for Blue. Orange. Blue's going to have numbers. Thomas puts a shot up, and he puts it in. Back-to-back points for Thomas Duffy as they extend their lead to 9 with 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Orange reminding their teammates to have one shot. J-Mac takes the ball in the middle, has to put it up, and it's off, leaving Blue with one more possession. The lead is now 10-20. 15 seconds remaining for Blue to come up with something. Yep. We had a foul on the play on number 1, Johnny McNamara, which is the team 5th foul, leading to double bonus. There is no single bonus in the women's game. Thomas makes the first one. Free throw is something that the men practice at the end of every practice with a drill called plus minus. Thomas puts the second one off. There's
The heart of Illinois innovation is having the courage to try to help not only those around us, but those we'll never even meet. It's why we developed a saliva-based COVID-19 test that produces rapid results and an app that helps protect our community. To us, moving forward has always meant moving forward together. So we'll keep innovating new ways to make the world a better place. After all, that's what the University of Illinois does best.
A lot of the stuff we do is all team-based. We're the State Fire Academy for the state of Illinois. Our goal with them today is we're putting them in, half the day is going to be live firefighting scenarios, and the other half of the day is in the tech rescue world doing rope rescue, like rappelling and vertical scenarios. You know, you couldn't play basketball with one person. It takes all 5 members to play that game. We can't do the firefighting with just one person. We have to work as a company. We have various different burn buildings here and various training props where we do firefighter training in live fire, rescue, and special operations situations. My name's Tom Shue. I work for the Illinois Fire Service Institute. I'm the assistant for firefighting programs. We were in college. A roommate of mine come back with a poster that was actually a recruitment poster. Said, "Hey, you want to go do this?" So we both went for it. I started as a volunteer firefighter, worked my way up, started testing, got a job with a full-time department. Worked out here since 2004. Worked my way to being an instructor, and I really enjoy the teaching aspect. And a lot of what we do is very, very correlated to the team sports environment. Trying to keep, somewhat oriented your situation as far as what's going on around you. Being able to stop for a second and listen and realize, what's going on. I think it's neat to be able to give back and to be able to provide them with training, provide them with things that takes them out of their comfort zone. They're students, they're just normal athletes. I think one of the biggest things is just accountability of your crew. Can't is not a word in our vocabulary. You're doing what you're told. If your officer says this is what we're doing, this is what we
Last season, we were unable to recognize the student athletes as varsity letter winners. We would like to take this time now to give them that recognition. Our first-year letter winners receive a Letterman jacket. They are Ruby Elbert, Riley Youngdahl, Matt Talbot, Eva Houston, Kara King, and G.D. Kim.
An incredible opportunity right there to celebrate the people who made it through 1 year through our program and have a bright future ahead of them. It is the beginning of the second quarter. Blue is up 21-10, and they will have the ball getting inbounded right now. Back to the starting lineups. So that includes Miles Hill, Mary Wagstaff, Matthew Talbot, Ali Abanez for Blue, and it's stolen by Willie Ben Morinchuk. Just took it away from him for Orange. Orange is looking to play aggressive after going down early. He finds Kyle streaking on the baseline, puts it up, and it's in! It's an and one. And that gives us an opportunity to go to our performax free throw cam. With a great play. Just snuck under the baseline. Puts it in and gets an opportunity for an and one. And he puts it in. 3-point play for Kyle Jankowski. It's 13-21 with some aggression early. Matthew Talbot coming with speed. 2 are keeping Ben Morinchuk back. They're now bringing a trailer. Abanez is going to get the pass. Passes it to Mary Wagstaff, and that's going to be 3 seconds on like 3 or 4 players on Blue. Can't peg that down to one person. Kyle Jankowski brings the ball up, passes it to Morinchuk, who's playing the middle. Passes it back out to Jankowski, working with Lungdahl. Kyle's going to put up the shot. He puts it in. 5 straight points from Kyle Jankowski came into play. And there's going to be a timeout from Blue. So we'll be
a lot lot of the stuff we do is all team-based. We're the State Fire Academy for the state of Illinois. Our goal with them today is we're putting them in, half the day is going to be live firefighting scenarios, and the other half of the day is in the tech rescue world doing rope rescue, like rappelling and vertical scenarios. You couldn't play basketball with one person. It takes all 5 members to play that game. We can't do the firefighting with just one person. We have to work as a company. We have various different burn buildings here and various training props where we do firefighter training in live fire, rescue, and special operations situations. My name's Tom Shue. I work for the Illinois Fire Service Institute. I'm the assistant for firefighting programs. We were in college. A roommate of mine come back with a poster that was actually a recruitment poster. Said, hey, you want to go do this? So we both went for it. I started.
Welcome back to the game, and I just want to bring up the play of Kyle Jankowski, one of the seniors we're going to celebrate tomorrow. A fantastic player, but he has had back-to-back plays where he has shown that he is a lethal shooter and got an and-one play. Blue's going to get the ball, but if Orange, finding themselves in a hole, is going to get back into this, Kyle Jankowski is going to play a huge role. Blue inbounds the ball with Orange up in a press. That press is easily beaten by Blue. Oh, ooh, there's a player down. Call on Gabe Dembraber, his second foul, team's first. As he flips over Mary Wagstaff. An important thing in wheelchair basketball is play will be stopped if you're flipped over due to a foul, or if you are a part of the play or in imminent danger of getting ran over. But if you are outside of the play will not stop until there's a change of possession. Good defense there from Erica Wilson. Stops Talbot. Good pass there, and there's going to be another and one opportunity. Kyle Jankowski finds Willie Morenchuk, and he puts it in for an and one as Orange is quickly closing the gap. 8:24 remaining. It's 17-21 with Orange with an opportunity to make it 1 point closer. He puts it in. Oh, and it rims out. It goes out of bounds. Kyle tried to save it. Couldn't get there. It's going to be blue ball. Orange remains down 4 as Poland gets a standing ovation for running to retrieve that ball. CP-ish run. Up in a quasi press. Oh, Talbot falls over. That's going to be a charge on Matt Talbot. Good play there by Willie to stop him and to force the charge. That is going to be Matt Talbot's first foul. The shot clock reset to 30. Ball is inbounded. Back to Morenchuk. Back to Jankowski's working with Youngdahl. Youngdahl underneath. Finds it, scoops it backwards, hits the bottom of the rim, and is rebounded by Mary, but Mary is out of bounds, so it will remain with Orange. Pass into Kyle Jankowski. A lot of Orange in the key. Reminded that there's plenty of time left in the shot clock. There's 20 seconds remaining. Wilson is left open on the right side, puts it up. Can't get it, rebounded by Miles Hill. Miles is pushing it. Abanez keeps Gabe out. It's going to be a 4-on-5. Gabe gets back in, and we're back to even numbers. Mary's going to put up another 3. This one is off. She's 2 for 3 on threes now. 2 huge threes in the first to make Blue pull away. A dangerous pass there as Kyle is pushed backwards, and it's tipped out of bounds. Going to remain with Orange. Tim Braber has been the main inbounder, and they're going to change that out this time. It's going to be Morenchuk. Kyle gets the ball, passes it back to Morenchuk, who's going to put up the shot. Hits front iron. Doesn't fall in, rebounded by Miles Hill yet again. Blue quickly breaks that press. It's a 2-on-1. Mary puts the shot up, hits front iron. Oh, good effort there from Miles Hill. Steph Wheeler says she's out of bounds, but that was a marvelous effort from Miles. That's what you get every single time he plays. Massive effort. Morinchuk has the ball, being guarded by Mary Wagstaff. Looking for Kyle, but finds Youngdahl instead. Youngdahl puts it up. A little short, rebounded by the long arms of Jankowski. Back out to Morinchuk. Jankowski sets the pick. Finds Wilson in the middle. Back to Dimbraber. Dimbraber puts the shot up. Good follow through. Oh, unfortunate break for Blue as Miles is forced out of bounds with the ball. It's going to remain with Orange. Youngdahl to inbound. To Jankowski. 10 seconds left remaining on the shot clock. Into Youngdahl again. Youngdahl's shot is up. Tries to place it and can't place it. And Gabe's going to pick up his third foul. All right, Mary gets the ball over half court with 23 seconds remaining on the shot clock and 6:15 left of the game. The score remains 21-17, but that might not be that way for long. Miles scoops it up and in. What an incredible individual play from Miles Hill. It's 17-23. Blue extends their lead to 6. Erica Wilson's left alone, and she makes him pay. A right side jumper for Wilson puts them back within 4. Talbot dribbles the ball around, decides to shoot it, and he returns the favor. It's back up to 6, 25-19. Matt Talbot seems like he was a little surprised that he was left alone and made him pay. Morinchuk up and in and is going to be fouled. We're going to go back to the Performax free throw cam as the foul's on Miles Hill, number 24. That's 2 on Miles. Willie's first shot is in and good. Foul trouble can come to play a role as in wheelchair basketball, you only get 5 fouls. Gabe already has 3. Morinchuk puts the shot up. It falls out, rebounded by Dimbraber. Put up, rebounded again by Dimbraber. He puts the shot up, and a difficult shot. 3 people. It's a great game. 25-22 with 5 minutes to go. We're about to get the subs in. Orange clawing their way back into this game after finding themselves in an early hole. Wagstaff into Ibanez. Out to Ibanez. Thought that might be 3 seconds. Orange sure did. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Mary's going to put up another 3, and it's in! 3 for 4 on 3 as it's 27-22. There's a timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey, want to see a cat video?
Yes, I do.
You have to see this one. I'll share it with you.
It's true. Without Illinois, we wouldn't have cat videos on the internet. Or the internet. At least the internet we all want. Or integrated circuits, flat screens, LEDs, browsers with pictures and video, YouTube, PayPal. And it all started with Illinois. Life's just better with Illinois.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. The cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
And we're back, and I just want to talk about the amazing shooting right now of Mary Wagstaff. She's 3 for 4 on 3-pointers. A new player to the team. She transferred in her sophomore year, went to Parkland last year, and was going to have an opportunity to play this year. And she's showing that she has some shooting prowess that's keeping blue ahead in this game. I expect Orange to talk at halftime about making sure that she just doesn't get the ball. J-Mac gets a seal from Abby. J-Mac puts the shot up, puts it over the rim and in. It's back to a 4-point game. Thomas Duffy has the ball, passes it to Matt Talbot. There's going to be a 2-on-1. Oh, and the ball's tipped away by Jankowski. The ball's still loose. I think that's off a shot, but they're going to say no. It's going to remain with blue. Said the ball was off of Kyle Jankowski. Good effort there to tip the ball away and make sure that blue didn't get an easy look. Ibanez is going to take a violation for flipping over. Good play there by Abby Farrell. She was just over. Orange inbounds the ball. Jankowski's pressured by Ibanez is going to represent Team USA at the 2021 Tokyo Paralympics in wheelchair basketball. Jankowski puts the shot up. Going to get fouled and can't complete the and one. But we're going back to the performax free throw cam for 2 more for Kyle. Could turn this into a one-possession ball game with a single make, with 3:59 remaining in the second period. Jankowski drills the first one. It's now a 3-point game, 25-28. Orange working really hard to claw their way back in. Puts it up again. And it's in. Matthew Talbot. Yep. Oh, a long arcing pass from Matt Talbot to Thomas Duffy, and it goes in, and it's back to a 4-point game. Good pass there from Matt Talbot. Blue has 5 fouls, so any fouls in the next 3.5 minutes are going to cause double bonus. Jankowski finds a baseline, gets wrecked by his roommate. It's going to be 2. Thomas Duffy just decided he was going to wreck him and not let him shoot again. That's Thomas Duffy's first foul as he's laughing about it, and we're at the performax free throw cam yet again. Kyle hits the first one. Maybe they should stop fouling Kyle as he makes all of them. Oh, he misses the second one. As I said, that announcer jinx, offensively rebounded by Dembraber, though. Pass in the middle. Passes it across. Kyle's got a major mismatch as Abby works to get the pick. Abby gets the pick. Passed over to Dembraber. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Marley Wagstaff's going to take the shot. Long arcing. Oh. Rebounded and then stolen by John McNamara. Mary Wagstaff got the rebound, but McNamara said, "That's mine." Pass it over to Wagstaff again. Wagstaff throws it over the head of McNamara, so they'll reset. Jankowski's the ball again. Oh, and it's going to be another and one. Gabe Dembraber with the and one. Ibanez with the foul. As this could tie it up right here. Blue was up 9 late in the first half, or first quarter, excuse me. This could tie it. Gabe knew that was short. It's tipped away. It's going to be out on Ibanez. It's going to stay Orange. Orange has an opportunity to take the lead. Jankowski as the ball passes it back to Dembraber, who puts it up, just trying to place it. Can't find the rim right now. Thomas Duffy thought about throwing a long pass, decides the better of it. He shows the ball on the right side as there's 3. Talbot finds his way in the middle of the paint, keeps it short, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Difficult shot there. I'm not sure how Talbot found the paint, but Orange would be behooved to not let that happen. It's 29-32 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Gabe has the ball, passes it to McNamara, scoops it up, leaves it a little bit short and rebounded by Matt Talbot. Talbot calls for a timeout. Blue, and we'll be right back after this break.
When we come together at Illinois, the only thing that's impossible is stopping us.
Okay, and we're back. Blue has fouled a lot here in the second quarter, but no one is in deep foul trouble on Blue side. Mary Wagstaff and Miles Hill both have 2. On the other side, Gabeton Braber has 3 fouls with 1:51 to go in the first half. 2 more and he's done. Blue is in double bonus for the rest of the game, and it's going to be their ball inbounding underneath Orange's basket. As we're ready to continue play after Blue called the timeout, Orange is up at a press. Abanez throws a low one caught by Thomas Duffy, the 2.5 classification player. Thomas is going to put a 3 up. It's up. Hits back iron, a long rebound, corralled by Talbot. Pass to Mary on the left side. Abanez calls for it, guarded by Kyle. Blue looking for offense, gonna find it with Sean. Sean puts it up, leaves it short. Strong rebound there from Gabe. Gabe gave a lot of pressure, but did a good job of not fouling to pick up his 4th before halftime. Gabe's gonna take a 3 right here. It's up and it's good. It's a tie ball game. Orange has clawed all the way back from down 9 to tie the game up. What a great game we have here tonight in the Arc. Thomas Duffy has the ball on the right side working with Sean Sloan. Orange deciding not to jump him. Mary gets in the paint, puts it up, a fader, and it's in as Blue maintains the lead with 42 seconds to go. Be interesting to see if Orange goes with speed here to get 2 possessions for 1. Gabe has the ball on the right side, passes it to Marley Wagstaff, who puts on the backboard a little hard and rebounded by Blue. Blue is going to have last possession if they play this right. Talbot, gets to control the ball. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds there. Sean's open in the middle. He's going to put it up. Backboard. The ball is loose. It's going to be a jump ball with 6 seconds remaining. It's going to be Orange ball, 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Stick with us at halftime as we have a video with Illini Soccer. 3, Kyle Jankowski has the ball. Passes it to Gabe. Gabe's going to put it up. It's up. And it's short. Blues 4-32 lead at half. Illini Soccer. Stick with us because Illini Soccer has a video with us that's going to teach you the IL-I chant. So stick around for that.
We got to the Arc at 6, and then we headed over to the football stadium. They really stress to support each other. They really stress when it gets hard, that's when you're going to get better. You have to push through that because that's going to make you better. I'm John McSween. My dad played college hockey, and so did my uncle. They said no one outworked us. We expect no one to outwork you. no one's gonna outwork me. The seniors in the upperclassmen really told me to keep a positive attitude. Sometimes it does suck, but if you complain about it, you're just gonna make it worse. That last ramp is twice as long, twice as steep as like every other ramp. So when you finally get to the top, you feel so accomplished when you get up there and you look over the field and you just think, like, I did it. And then you go down and do it all over again.
The heart of Illinois innovation is having the courage to try to help not only those around us, but those we'll never even meet. It's why we developed a saliva-based COVID-19 test that produces rapid results and an app that helps protect our community. To us, moving forward has always meant moving forward together. So we'll keep innovating new ways to make the world a better place. After all, that's what the University of Illinois does best.
Last season, we were unable to recognize the athletes as varsity letter winners. We would like to take this time now to give them that recognition. Our second-year letter winners receive a blanket. They are Marley Wagstaff, Jonathan McNamara, Gabe Denbraber, Isaiah Rigo, Sammy Rhodes, Miles Hill, Ali Ibanez, Willie Morenchuk.
When I'm out there, it's like I'm free. When I'm out there, I'm an athlete.
The University of Illinois wheelchair basketball program is an extension of DRES, the Disability Resources and Educational Services, and they help students that have challenges through their disabilities navigate their academic experience.
My grandfather was involved with a lot of the DRES programs here. Wheelchair basketball was a big part of his campus. His name was Donald Swift. He was Army infantry, World War II. He was wounded near the Battle of the Bulge and returned to the United States as a paraplegic. There really weren't any universities or higher education establishments that could accommodate individuals with severe impairments. And the University of Illinois and my grandfather changed all that. There is a scholarship that lives on in his name. It is an annual scholarship award that goes out to one recipient.
With the Swift Scholarship, I am going through the same things that he did when he was in school, only he did it as a pioneer in wheelchair basketball. And for me, it really opened up my eyes in terms of what I could do in my life.
As I got to a point in my career where I could give back and help a little bit, the Donald W. Swift Scholarship was a fund that was just natural for me, being that it was in honor of my grandfather. So I definitely wanted to support it as much as possible.
The U of I is that great opportunity for me that was opened up through this sport.
I'm just proud to be able to say that my grandfather's legacy carries on here at the University of Illinois, and it's just incredible to see the progress that they're continually making here.
Had Tatiana McFadden is absolutely flying down here. Now, can she beat the world record? She's 23 years of age, was from the United States.
University of Illinois.
Really?
Like quite a lot of athletes here.
I wanted to go to the University of Illinois because I just absolutely fell in love with the sports program. Tim Nugent is definitely a legend. He paved the way for the rights for people with disabilities. Took that one person, that was Mr. Nugent.
If one of their goals is to be a great student athlete, there really is no better place in the country than the University of Illinois.
This program is a product of Dr. Nugent. To ensure that there are opportunities for individuals that have physical disabilities.
At the time the University of Illinois program got off the ground, it was the only university in the United States which offered a program for handicapped individuals. Without it, I could not have received a college education.
Professor Tim Nugent.
Our philosophy, of course, is that you do not protect people with disabilities, but rather equip them to meet all of the hazards and challenges of life.
I think the things that frustrate him the most were ignorance and prejudice.
Tim was part of a civil rights movement that wasn't termed a civil rights movement.
I wanted to go somewhere where the fight had already been fought and where I could just focus on being a student and being me.
I'm here today because of Dr. Tim Nugent. I wouldn't be here without him, and it's that simple.
Performax, they were the first ones who believed in my capabilities.
The trust that a lot of people can have to be fit and measured by people that know what the heck they're doing. These guys are so supportive.
Having that relationship with the people that built your equipment, it's a plus. And when you understand the ins and outs of a chair, dude, you're unstoppable.
We have to have different equipment for different sports, just like you have to have different shoes.
They're always coming out with new products. They just constantly reinvent themselves.
Playing in a Performax really allows me to perform at the best of my ability.
Performax is my vehicle to compete.
It's a culture that attracts both young and old. Anybody that sees it and feels it wants to be part of it.
Happy 20th anniversary, Performax.
American made, veteran approved. I push Performax.
Welcome back to Ruling Illini on WPG 107.1. I am once again Joshua Joins, joined as always by Avery Schaefer and Miles Hill. The College Division Nationals for wheelchair basketball are coming to Champaign. It begins Thursday at 8 a.m. and ends Saturday at noon, with the national champion being crowned in both the men's and the women's division. So a lot of action coming up. The level of basketball and the level of athleticism is something that I don't think people will have experienced or seen before. Yeah. And there's like a lot of sports that people talk about that are like less popular. You don't know what it's like until you've seen it in person.
Yeah.
And so seeing it in person is going to make it an entirely different ballgame. You need to come out and watch it.
At home, specifically in the State Farm Center, I think is a great way for the community to kind of see our program and all the history, and also realize that we go out and we do the same things that these D1 athletes do. So I think nationals would be great. It'd be amazing to have this piece go out and get some butts in the seat. Free admission, by the way.
I think that's the misconception we get, is that just because we're in a chair, we're not athletes. But I think it'd be really cool to just play at State Farm with like that crowd and be able to show them that we have a lot of talent and that we can do a lot in this chair.
And we're back for a second half, and the one thing I really want to talk about is the fight Orange had to get back into the game. I heard in between the first and second quarter that Orange was going to talk about playing aggressive defense and playing more aggressive, and they did that. And it is a 2-point ball game after being down 9, and they tied it up and had an opportunity to take the lead. So good effort there by Orange, and something to look out for as we begin the second half of a really close 34-32 game. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go here at the Arc. Blue is going to inbound the ball. Yep, we're ready. Oh, wait, no, we're not. We have a quick difficulty as our main camera is out at the moment. So that slight delay gives us an opportunity to tell you to go to our Instagram and download the bingo card on things I may or may not say. I have it right in front of me. Our athletic director, Mo Gilbert, is right next to me. She was unaware of this bingo card. Timeout. They're going back to their benches. And we're going to go to commercial break? Or are we going to go to break? Okay. Yeah. All right, for Blue did a really good job of getting Matt Talbot and Mary Wagstaff involved in the game early. As we talked about even earlier, Mary Wagstaff was shooting lights out. I expect her to get more opportunities in the second half. It's been a well-refereed game as well, as we have an experienced ref in Matt Poland and a newbie and Steph Wheeler. We are good to go. Teams are getting called back to the court after that technical glitch. Thanks for bearing with us. It's 34-32 with 20 minutes left. It's a little strong. Ball is still loose. Going to be finally corralled by Matt Talbot. Matt's looking to pass as Kyle's giving massive pressure. Kyle's going to trail Miles. Miles is not going to pass. They decide to pass across. Ball's loose. Erica Wilson's getting the ball, passes it to Dib Braber, who's got one man to beat, puts it up, and there's going to be a foul. We get the free throw cam presented by Performax. Bring it down. Hold on. Okay. It is now 33-34. Orange is back within one. As Mary Wagstaff handles the ball, pressures out hard on her to make sure she doesn't continue that shooting performance. Ball's back to Matthew Talbot. Talbot puts the shot up, leaves it a little bit short. Orange thought about passing the ball quickly, but is just deciding to set up offense. Gabe is going to work on Lungdahl's side. Finds Jankowski in the middle. There's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Blue 24, Miles Hill. That'll be his third foul. Something to watch with right there. Lungdahl gets the rebound into Jankowski, out to Morinchuk. Oh, Gabe thinks he's open. 17 seconds, a lot of time left. As Gabe posts up Abanez. Abanez's defense is good enough as she gets the defensive rebound. Gabe left it a little short. Mary's gonna have the ball to herself. No one goes to guard her. Finally, Young Dog gets there and forces enough, but rebounded by Miles Hill. Scoops it up, and it's gonna lead to an orange fast break. Talbot's gonna be back in time to stop that fast break. He's gonna put up a three side, leaves it a little short. Hill runs into his own player, which is a good thing, not a foul for Hill and his blue team. Hill's the ball on the left side, working with Ruby Albert. Kyle's out on defense, gonna get picked by Talbot. Abanez has the ball, passes it back out to Talbot. He handles it, passes it to the middle to Abanez. To Mary, who's fading. Abanez gets open, puts it up. Shot clock violation is gonna be the call. No help from Blues bench on the shot clock call. They were aware of how much time was left. Morinchuk with the ball in the middle, passes it over to Jankowski on the left side. Oh, Gabe gets open in the middle. Matt Talbot gets called for the foul on the floor, backing in. That is going to be his third foul as well, as Blue is quickly getting into some foul trouble here early in the second half. Kyle tries to find Denbraber in the middle. It's batted away by Matt Talbot. There's 25 left on the shot clock, 7:20 left in the game. It's 33-34. Blue is still in the lead. It's inbounded by Orange. Oh, good effort play by Miles Hill to tip the ball away without fouling. Miles lucky on 2 straight plays to not pick up his 4th. Morinchuk looking. 13 left on the shot clock. Takes it baseline, goes underneath, passes out to Jankowski, who's guarded heavily by Ali Abanez. 5 seconds to go. Jankowski's going to put a shot up. A little short, and that is also going to be a shot clock violation. Back-to-back shot clock violations for both teams. It evens things out a little bit. Matt Talbot brings the ball in the middle. Morinchuk is out. It's going to be a 4-on-5. Wagstaff's in the key, guarded by 2 people. Going to be offensively rebounded by Miles Hill. Puts it up. Gets his own rebound. No, tips it out to Talbot. Back to Miles. Miles flips over backwards. He flipped over. It's going to be blue ball. That's a player safety issue. He was in the realm of the play, so they had to get him back up. It's going to remain blue ball. No harm, no foul. Talbot. Ooh. Oh, Talbot's found underneath. Shot is up over the rib. Rebounded by Mary Wagstaff. Oh. Miles has to force to put up a 3. Almost goes in. Almost gets his own board. It's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be orange ball. Good hustle play there by Miles. He was unaware of the shot clock. He just had to throw up a 3 and almost came down with his own rebound. Morinchuk pushes in. Going to get fouled. They're going to get 2 shots. It's going to be on number 10, Blue. That is her 3rd foul. Which way?
Performing to the max. 20 years in the making. Pull up on the scene in my performax. Super confident, full of swag. If I believe there's greatness in me, I reach my goals that my chair will bring me. Can't sit around and work hard to be.
Willie hits the first one, ties the game up at 34. Orange could take their first lead of the game right here with 5:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Orange can't, but it's rebounded by Jankowski. Jankowski's going to put it up immediately, and he does take the lead with the fading jump shot. Kyle Jankowski, so far the player of the game for Orange. It's 36-34, Orange's first lead with 5:40 to go. Banya's working with Ruby Elbert. Passes it to Talbot. Oh, and there's going to be a foul on Kyle Jankowski. On the floor. Matt Talbot making sure he couldn't get a shot up. It's inbounded. Pass over to Ibanez. Thomas Duffy has the ball beyond the three-point line. Passes it into Ibanez, who's guarded by Wilson. She puts it up. Hits back iron. Ball still loose. Going to come to Matt Talbot. Seems like Matt Talbot has a magnet on his hand as Thomas Duffy comes in way out of control. But leads to a fast break for them. Can't put it in, but puts the second effort in. Really surprised that Thomas Duffy was not called for a charge on the other end. That's the second time he's done that. He doesn't get up on his back two wheels often, but when he does, it's because he's out of control. Thomas looking to take Wilson. Fakes a pass to Miles. Puts it up, leaves it a little short. Oh, it's going to be a jump ball. Another effort play from Miles Hill. There's going to be subs. It's a timeout for substitution, so we will be right back after this break.
When we come together at Illinois, the only thing that's impossible is stopping us.
Performax made it a little cooler to be part of a team, made it cool to be an athlete in a chair.
My very first basketball chair was a Performax. Having the right chair setup could be the difference between being a really good player and being a great player.
All right, we're going into the very last game.
I'm a man that wants to give back to the sport that's given him so much. That's my responsibility, I feel. But it's not me, never will be just me. It's about everybody else.
Oh me, oh my, what a close game we have here.
Their gifts. Oh, they're out here supporting
Orange is gonna have a
DK's
ball
event,
here.
but they're also making sure that we have a
And the
platform
three-point
to
lead.
show our abilities and what we can do.
When I first started the company, we wanted to create the ultimate chair.
Oh me, oh my, what a game we have here at the Arc on a Friday night. Orange has a 3-point lead and the ball, a 4-point lead, excuse me, and the ball 38-34 with 4:40 to go in the third period. Johnny McNamara has the ball, is looking at where he wants to pass it. No real options, gonna create space. Pass over to Jankowski, who's gonna be guarded by Ibanez. J-Mac pass in the middle, there's gonna be a foul called. Thomas Duffy can't believe it. His luck ran out, and he's gonna get called for the foul. That's Thomas's first foul. That's Thomas Duffy's second foul, excuse me. Johnny McNamara gets the free throws. Misses the first one. J-Mac is a hometown kid playing from right here in Champaign-Urbana. Orange is in the bonus for the rest of the game. Rest of the quarter. J-Mac misses the second one. It's going to be blue ball. Thomas Duffy brings the ball up. Came to 3-point line, passes it to Ibanez. Banyas looks to put the pass up. Good pressure from Farrell. Passes it to the right to Talbot, who puts a long arcing shot up, and it's just off. A little long. Passes it across court to Jankowski. Jankowski looking for a pick from Dimbraber. Pass to the middle to Farrell. Passed over to McNamara. Blues getting loud on defense as they're all bunched up on the left side of the court. Cal decides to put a shot up, leaves his follow through, leaves it a little short. Abanez puts the shot up and lays it in. It's now a 1-point ball game. Johnny McNamara controlling the ball at the middle, passes it to Jankowski. Passes it all the way across court to Marley Wagstaff. Shows shot. Sean jumps. There's a pick. Gabe has it. Is looking to see what to do with it. Passes it back to Marley. 6 on the shot clock. J-Mac puts a shot up. Puts it up off the back rim. Corralled by Blue. Blue still working to corral it. Oh, no. Foul on Orange 1. Johnny McNamara. That's his third. With 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Talbot puts up a shot. It's off and rebounded by Dimbraber. Dimbraber's kind of been a rebound machine today. As Johnny McNamara brings the ball in front of Thomas Duffy. Oh, there was a steal there Gabe wanted, but it didn't happen. It's passed over to number 5, Kyle Jankowski. Gabe's got middle, curls out to the free throw line. Pass to the left side to McNamara, who puts it up. Leaves it short again. Blue rebounded. Freshman, Sean Sloan. Talbot passes the ball before flipping over. Abanez passes it over to Mary on a 2-on-1, and Mary puts it up and in. Orange is calling a timeout as the game is tied. We'll be back after this timeout. And we're back in a really exciting game here at the Arc for the 2021 Intrasquad games for the Illini. The only games they will be playing this year. It's 38-38 with 1:45 to go in the third. Orange took a timeout to talk things over. And they have the ball as Jankowski's the ball right side, pass middle to Wagstaff. Marley Wagstaff puts it in from the free throw jumper. Thomas Duffy on the left side. Working with Abanez, trying to see where things go. Abanez gets free as they double jump. As she puts it in, it's tied yet again. The largest lead was 9 for Blue early in the first quarter. Blue fought back to take a lead, and now it's tied again. Gabe puts up a shot. Probably thought he was fouled there on the back end. The ball is set, and there goes that man. He puts it up. Oh, and he can't finish the layup. Thomas trying to get his speed under control, just can't finish it. J-Mac pass baseline, sets it up, puts it in. Orange back up 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clock is running now. Blue. Orange is going to need at least one more possession, so blue looking to tie it up here. Oh, J-Mac gets a bullet pass to the middle. Just absorbs that bullet of a pass. Almost right between the eyes. And he's not only that, he's going to get called for the foul there. Johnny McNamara called for the foul. Ooh, and Thomas can't make the layup. That's his fourth foul, the first player to get 4 with a whole quarter to go. 20 seconds. Gabe pushes it down the court, lays it in. Orange takes a 4-point lead, 17.9 seconds to go, and Orange is up in a press. Passed over, tipped out of bounds. Gabe upset he didn't have that one. They almost run over the commentator, but I survive. Gabe thought he had that one, but just didn't. Thomas throws a bullet to Alley, 13 seconds to go. 10. Thomas gets the ball in the middle. Blue is all set up on the right side. Tabo with the 3. It's long left. And that's going to be the end of the period. Your score 44 Orange, Blue 40. We'll be right back after this break.
The University of Illinois is the absolute perfect training environment for a wheelchair racer. I mean, world record holders are my teammates.
Athletes, not only around the country, but around the world, come here to train. And so when you're in an environment where there are so many good athletes training together, that it really brings out your ability as an athlete and really challenges you and pushes you to try and just get to that next level.
Once I discovered the University of Illinois, there's no question if I was accepted, I would be here.
I started to look up information when I started applying to colleges, and I was just amazed at the legacy of so many athletes that have gone here and the accessibility of the campus, and I fell in love with the university before I even got here.
One of few universities that I am aware of where there's literally 2 dedicated buildings for persons with disabilities.
We have a wonderful facility here where we have rollers, and we have our own gym in here. And then through the summer, the Athletic Resource Center has a lot of facilities which are incredible. They're just really, really nice facilities.
Being a part of the University of Illinois, we are a family. We are spending so many hours of the day with each other, and it's not uncommon that, you know, we'll go out for dinner together, go catch a movie. I mean, because we really are an Illinois family.
I've had a couple injuries this year, and everybody has just jumped into the plate like the second that I need help and been there just like a family.
I'm walking away here with 2 Paralympic medals, 3 degrees, one of which is a PhD, lifelong friends. I'm just so grateful to have a program like this that has been so supportive. It all comes together and with the same end goal of excellence, both academically and athletically.
Last season, we were unable to recognize the student athletes as varsity letter winners. We would like to take that time now to give them that recognition. These are the third-year letter winners who are receiving either a watch or a portfolio. Abby Farrell, Kyle Jankowski, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thomas Duffy, Jordan Lee, Noah Hotchkiss, and Joshua Joins.
Hey, want to see a cat video?
Yes, I do.
You have to see this one. I'll share it with you.
It's true. Without Illinois, we wouldn't have cat videos on the internet. Or the internet. At least the internet we all want. Or integrated circuits, flat screens, LEDs, browsers with pictures and video, YouTube, PayPal. And it all started with Illinois. Life's just better with Illinois.
The heart of Illinois innovation is having the courage to try to help not only those around us, but those we'll never even meet. It's why we developed a saliva-based COVID-19 test that produces rapid results and an app that helps protect our community. To us, moving forward has always meant moving forward together. So we'll keep innovating new ways to make the world a better place. After all, that's what the University of Illinois does best.
The score is 44-40 as we begin the fourth quarter. We are good to go. I was listening in on Orange's huddle during that last break, and they talked about how defense is going to win this game. It's not really a high-scoring affair. As Mary Wagstaff, quick turnover there as she just pushed out of bounds. She knew it as soon as she did it, too. Morinchuk is going to race in, put up. Oh, me, oh, my. What a play there by Morinchuk, the Canadian, and also team captain on the men's team. Ali Ibanez passes it to Talbot, sets up. Talbot's going to put the shot up. Goes off back at him, rebounded by Gabe as he's going to push, and they're going to have a 3-on-2 numbers. Ooh, Kyle put it up and then couldn't come down with the rebound. Good try there by Orange, who's up 6. 9:18 left in the game. Matt Talbot to inbound. Willie's got the 2-0, and for the second time this quarter, Blue pushed out of bounds. Just ran out of space and turns it over on 2 of their first 3 possessions. Orange really pushing the pace with this first group. Bounce stop ends up right in Ibanez's lap. 3 quick turnovers between these two teams in the fourth quarter. Miles goes up with it real strong. Can't make it, gets on board. Gets his board again, puts it up, gets an and one. It's going to be an and one for Miles Hill. It's going to be a foul on 22 Orange. That's Riley's first foul. Could cut the lead to a single possession, 3 points. This is a live ball. Miles puts the shot up. It goes everywhere but in and rebounded by Morinchuk. Gabe brings the ball down. Hey, is that good? Okay. Passes it into Riley. Riley can't hang on to it. And it's turnover again. It's a 4-point ball game. Blue is down, but they have possession here. Mary's going to put up another up. Oh, it hits the right side. She's hit 3 of those today. Can't get that one to fall. Gabe passes it out to Morinchuk. They're trying to work a pick and roll. They get it. Gabe's open. Puts it up. Gets his own board. Puts it up again and in. Good pick and roll there between Willie and Gabe as Gabe flips over. Oh, there's another foul. This one's on Orange 35. Willie being a little too aggressive. Chair foul on Ibanez as she gets back up. Is that Morinchuk's first foul? First foul of the game for Morinchuk. So with 8 minutes to go, has a lot of fouls. Morinchuk is keeping Talbot back, leaving others to play 4-on-4. Let's see what Blue can do with that. Miles has the ball in the paint. He's got to put it up. It's going to be 3 seconds before he can put it up. Orange is doing a fantastic job today of pressuring them into the paint and then putting really hard shots up, forcing them to take difficult shots or get 3-second calls. Morinchuk on Ruby Albert in the middle, passes it to Jankowski on the left side. Passes it to Gabe. Gabe puts it up, leaves it a little short. Time today shooting with the women's ball. It's not a ball they practice with very often. Ooh, Mary gets almost trapped there at half court, but Blue survives. Miles takes it baseline, looking for a pass, passes out to Ibanez. Ibanez passes it to Wagstaff in the middle. Bounce pass to Talbot. Good defensive pressure here by Orange, and it's out of bounds. That pressure pays off. Gabe talked about it in between the break, and they're executing on it now. Defense is winning Orange this game, and has been since the beginning of the second quarter. It's 48-42, 6:55 left in this game. The first of two. Tomorrow's game is going to be at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Same teams, reversed colors. Gabe has the ball in the middle, 12 on the shot clock. Bouncing off his front wheel. It's going to be Matthew Talbot all by himself. Blazes it in beautifully. It's now 44-48, a 4-point game. Under 6.5 to play. Isn't it? I have been corrected. Tomorrow's game is at 10 a.m. If you turn in at 10:30, you'll miss the first 30 minutes. Whoops. That ball is going to be off of Wilson. Good effort there by Willie to try to save it. Some might say unnecessary, but, you know, I appreciate the effort. Morinchuk pressuring the ball. Everyone's in for Orange. Miles has the ball in the base, working with Ibanez. And the ball's turned over. Denbraber ended up with the ball. I'm not sure how. Gabe passes it over to Morinchuk. It's on Ruby Albert. Pass over to Kyle. Oh, it's straight up picked up by Miles Hill. It's a foot race. Oh, and it's going to be a foul on Kyle Jankowski. His fourth. Team's first of the period, and that's going to send us to the Performax free throw cam. First one hits back iron and is off. It's still 48-44 minutes to go exactly in the fourth quarter of a game that's been really back and forth and really close throughout most of it. He also missed the second one the same way did by a foul. That's going to be 4 on Miles as well. Blue quickly getting into quick foul trouble. Miles got to be careful here. 5 minutes to go. In reality, he has 12 seconds because of substitutions. Morinchuk gets the ball, puts it up high, can't finish it. There's 2 seconds remaining. This is the last possession for this group. Talbot finds Mary. Mary's going to put it. Oh, a lot of pressure. It's going to be 3 seconds, and that's going to lead us to a timeout for subs. We will be right back after this break.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Hey, want to see a cat video?
Yes, I do.
You have to see this one. I'll share it with you.
It's true. Without Illinois, we wouldn't have cat videos on the internet. Or the internet, at least the internet we all want. Or integrated circuits, flat screens, LEDs, browsers with pictures and video, YouTube, PayPal. And it all started with Illinois. Life's just better with Illinois.
I've just been informed that we hit a commentator bingo on Instagram. Very exciting with 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the game. One of our incoming freshmen. That's very exciting to have her join our program in the fall. And we're back to action here with 4:42 to go. Shot is up from Kyle, left it a little short. It's a deep 2 shot for Kyle. Thomas has the ball middle. It's 48-44. Wagstaff has the ball at the baseline, guarded by Gabe. It's another 3 seconds. There have been a number of those today. Gabe brings the ball to the left side, working with Johnny McNamara on a power side. Kyle waiting anxiously on the other side to get the ball, and he's gonna get it. Passed in. Foul on number 14, Blue. Sorry, 13 Blue. That's gonna be Thomas Duffy on the foul. It's gonna be on the floor though. Jankowski has the ball in the middle, guarded by Ibanez. Orange looking to set up an offense. 16 seconds on the shot clock. They find Marley Wagstaff, tries to scoop it in, can't finish it. Blue's gonna rebound it. Thomas Duffy meandering his way to the right side. Now working with Ibanez, passes it across to Talbot. Talbot and Mary trying to work a power side. Talbot's going to put the shot up, and it's strong. It's just strong. Going to be rebounded by Dembraber. Gabe looking for a pass, looking to see where he wants to go with it. With Sean on him. Sean Sloan. J-Mac puts the shot up, and it's in. From behind the backboard, it appeared. That shot went in. And now Blue has a 6-point lead with 3 minutes remaining in this game. These next possessions are really important for Blue. Orange has the lead, really important possession for Blue. It's a deep 3, short for Thomas Duffy. Just can't get it to fall tonight. Orange looking to do something to put this one away. Jankowski across to Johnny McNamara. Tipped away by Thomas Duffy at the last possible second. 9 seconds on the shot clock for Orange. We're going to go to the Performax free throw cam with 2:25 to go. Oh. And there's going to be a timeout. We'll be right back after this break.
Performax, we made it a little cooler to be part of a team. We made it cool to be in a chair.
My very first basketball chair was a performax. Having the right chair setup could be the difference between being a really good player and being a great player.
All right, we're going into the very last game.
I'm a man that wants to give back to the sport that's given him so much. That's my responsibility, I feel. But it's not me, never will be just me. It's about everybody else and the power that they bring to the table with their gifts.
Oh, they're out here supporting DK's event, but they're also making sure that we have a platform to show our abilities and what we can do.
And we are back with Johnny McNamara taking 2 shots that will give them an 8-point lead if he makes them both. There's 2:25 left in the game. That would Mary Wagstaff's 4th foul of the game. Also, Blue's 4th foul, meaning Orange will be in bonus from here on out. Johnny McNamara missed the first one. And can't get the second one to fall either. Rebounded by Thomas Duffy, the senior from Utica, Illinois. Duffy takes it right side, working with Sean Sloan, the freshman. We're going to get a pick and roll. They're going to get it. Sean gets the ball, puts it up, and they're going to call a foul. The foul's on Orange 20. That's going to be on Abby Farrell. Johnson, the freshman, with 2 big free throws here for his team. First one goes a little long, almost banked it in. Second one's up, and it is off. Rebounded by Johnny McNamara. 2 minutes to go in this game. Orange up 6, and with the ball quickly going down, gets a seal from Dim Braber and puts it in as Johnny McNamara. John McNamara from Champaign, Illinois, follows the seal set by Dim Braber to put them up 8. A minute 45 remaining in this game. Blue has to get points on these next possessions. Duffy puts it up in the middle, bounces everywhere but just won't fall, and there's a fast break. Mama, there goes that man until he's caught up with by Matt Talbot. The ball's loose on the ground. It's going to be corralled by Abanez. Out to Talbot. Out to Thomas. Fantastic pass there from Matt Talbot. And Blue has a breakaway that they convert on. Sean Sloan, the freshman, gets points. It's 46-52. Orange is up with the ball, approaching a minute to go in this game. Orange thought they were going to call timeout. A little confusion there. Decided against it. 16 seconds to go. Pass across to Kyle. To Marley Wagstaff. Marley puts it up. Off rebounded by Thomas Duffy. Blue asks for a timeout, and they will get it. And that will lead us to a commercial break. We'll be right back with 47.5 to go in the game.
When we come together at Illinois, the only thing that's impossible is stopping us.
ILO! 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 Okay. Just checking to see if you're awake.
And we're back with 47.5 seconds to go. Orange calls the timeout to make sure they're all on the same page. If I were them, I would now want Mary Wagstaff or Thomas Duffy to shoot the 3 here. Pass into Sean Sloan. Back out to Matt Talbot, who takes a 3. Oh! And it gets stuck. It's going to be a jump ball. The ball gets jammed in between the rim and the backboard. And there's going to be another timeout called with 43 to go. Same score, and we'll be back after this commercial.
Hey, want to see a cat video?
Yes, I do.
You have to see this one. I'll share it with you.
It's true. Without Illinois, we wouldn't have cat videos on the internet. Or the internet. At least the internet we all want. Or integrated circuits, flat screens, LEDs, browsers with pictures and video, YouTube, PayPal. And it all started with Illinois. Life's just better with Illinois.
And we're back. Orange came back from a 9-point deficit to lead 52 to 46. 43 minutes to go in this game. Orange also has possession of the ball. They called the timeout to make sure they were on the same page again. Blue is looking to foul, but they're not going to have a chance to. Oh, they're going to get called for 3 seconds. Gabe did the smart play of curling out. As there's going to be a timeout as there is someone bleeding.
The heart of Illinois innovation is having the courage to try to help not only those around us, but those we'll never even meet. It's why we developed a saliva-based COVID-19 test that produces rapid results and an app that helps protect our community. To us, moving forward has always meant
All right, they inbound the ball. Blue has 32 seconds to make up this deficit. Thomas is going to take this three. He puts it up. Oh, rebounded by Kyle, who's going to get fouled. And that's everything with 25 seconds to go. The hell is it? All right. Oh, no free throw. Oh, Blue's got a foul again. And they do. We're shooting 2 now in bonus. Matt Talbot with the call. Or with the foul, sorry. Gabe Jim Braver with the free throw. That's my roommate right there. And the first one to give them a 7-point lead with 18 seconds to go. Second one is off. The clock starts running, 17 seconds. 7-point lead for Orange. They got to get a 3 here. 7 seconds to go. Good pressure. This could be the last shot. Blue puts it up, and it's off. Your final score for tonight's game is going to be 53 Orange, 46 Blue. A good effort from Orange to come back in this game and win it. We'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. with these same teams. Hopefully it's just as exciting a game. 10 a.m. Central Time for those of you in different time zones. 10 Central Time tomorrow. And that's a big one because we get to celebrate the seniors who will be playing in the orange and blue for the final time. We are waiting for the teams to come across. We will be...
Tatiana McFadden is absolutely flying down here. Now, can she beat the world record? She's 23 years of age, was from the United States.
University of Illinois.
Really?
Like quite a lot of athletes here.
I wanted to go to the University of Illinois because I just absolutely fell in love with the sports program. Tim Nugent is definitely a legend. He paved the way for the rights for people with disabilities. Took that one person, that was Mr. Nugent.
If one of their goals is to be a great student athlete, there really is no better place in the country than the University of Illinois.
This program is a product of Dr. Nugent, and to ensure that there are opportunities for individuals that have physical disabilities.
At the time the University of Illinois program got off the ground, it was the only university in the United States which offered a program for handicapped individuals. Without it, I could not have received a college education.
Professor Tim Nugent.
Our philosophy, of course, is that you do not protect people with disabilities. Rather equip them to meet all of the hazards and challenges of life.
I think the things that frustrated him the most were ignorance and prejudice.
Tim was part of a civil rights movement that wasn't termed a civil rights movement.
I wanted to go somewhere where the fight had already been fought and where I could just focus on being a student and being me.
I'm here today because of Dr. Tim Nugent. I wouldn't be here without him, and it's that simple.